What advice would you give to a new rider looking to get into the sport?
I think for new riders, and it's something I still feel like I'm a new rider, so I can relate when I teach clinics and all that. And I remember, you know, it's still fresh of like, oh, the bike is intimidating, or I don't know how to do the gears, and there's too much stuff going on. And so I was at Sea Otter one year as a SRAM sponsored athlete, you know, but pretty new in my bike racing career. And I was trying to go up to the SRAM booth because I needed a chain. You know, I needed some help with my bike. And you know, there's this line of all these guys and it's packed, and I basically couldn't, you know, standing room only, couldn't get in. And I felt intimidated to actually go in and ask them and say, hey, you need help with this. Because one, I didn't really know my bike very well, but then there was all these guys standing around who seemed to know a lot more about bikes than I did. And even as a SRAM athlete, I was intimidated to go in. And so I went to them with that later and said, you know, I think we need to do some women's stuff to like open the doors a little bit more. And so that launched the SRAM Gold Rush Tour 4 years ago, which are just a bunch of women's events I do to break down, you know, the barriers of entry. And it's like question answer, it's bike clinics, it's riding with girls, riding with women, it's teaching people about the bike, about suspension setup, about all those things so that it doesn't seem scary. That's one of the barriers, is the education about the bike. And so, you know, first I would say a good bike makes a lot of difference. You know, I had a bad bike for a really long time that I didn't realize it was a hand-me-down, it didn't fit me. And once I got a good bike, I was actually like, oh, this is a little more fun. Okay, I kind of get it. So I think, you know, getting the best equipment that you can. But then I also think that you need some friends. You need people to like be like, come on, I'll show you this. Let's go here. Or to kind of guide the way a little bit, or mentorship, because it is intimidating and you don't know where to go and you don't know where to ride, and you know, you don't know all the things about the bike or a bike fit. And so I think a little bit of mentorship, like either finding a club or finding a group of girlfriends or whatever it is, I think is important to have people. And then it's just more fun anyway. And you can see, I mean, for me, starting out, it really helped to ride with Greg and watch him ride stuff that I couldn't do and be like, oh, okay, like someone can actually ride that. Okay, I got a visual in my head. So I think having friends around is super important.
Yeah.